Yo guys, how's it going? We're back for another episode of FIFA 19 Career Mode with Bolton Wanderers. Starting off today's episode with a game in the league. As you see, we are third in the league at the minute, really playing well at the moment. Came out of the last episode with a draw and a win. The last game was a draw, so we have to try and bounce back and try and get ourselves the points here against Brentford. There is one player you definitely have to be wary of in this game is Neil Mpai, who is a very good player. I know he's a young talent that we really do have to watch out for, and maybe even try and sign ourselves at some point and take that away from them. But we do, like I say, go into this game trying to get ourselves the 3 points and bounce back from only getting the draw in the last game of the last episode against Leeds, which I think we should be able to do here against Brentford. Like I say, not one of the best sides in the league, so hopefully we can get the 3 points. But they do come forward on an attack as we try and clear the ball. Ollie Watkins takes the shot, but somehow puts it wide. He was basically cut through open on goal. He was laid off realistically there from Beavers. He doesn't take his chance, and the score remains at 0-0. But we do get a chance of our own here with Van Buren laying it to Will Buckley, who takes the shot and somehow passes the ball well wide of the post there. Basically hits it straight in front of him, and it was an absolutely dreadful shot. I don't know why I tried to tuck it in this near post instead of smashing it across the goal. But I did decide to do that, and it ended up going well wide, and the score remaining at 0-0 as Brentford come forward on their own attack. As Ollie Watkins with an absolutely beast of a shot there, but luckily for us, the ball goes just wide of the post and out for a goal kick. It was a very good outside of the foot shot from Watkins, a play that I quite like to have myself, but luckily for us, like I say, it does go wide and out for a goal kick as they do continue putting on the pressure in the 84th minute, coming forward, trying to get themselves in the lead and try and get themselves the 3 points out of this one as they pass the ball around that little bit in the middle of the park, taking the shot, and it ends up in the back of the net, which means we do go 1-0 down in the 85th minute, and it's just not good enough realistically. Terrible defensive play. Good passing from their team, but not good enough defensively from us. As you see here, the defence just basically runs away from the ball, gives him an open shot at goal, and it does end up in the back of the net. Like I say, just not good enough defensively there. The keeper had a good go at trying to save it, but unluckily couldn't quite get there in time. And it does mean that it looks like we were going to concede the 3 points at this point. And as you see here, we do in fact lose this game 1-0. Not the start we wanted to the episode because of the way we finished the last one, but we only got a draw from the last game and we got a loss out of this one, so it doesn't look like the best of form we're going into at the moment. It's our first loss in a while, which is, I guess, a positive, but we really need to be pushing on if we do want to be getting into these promotion places slash automatic promotion places, because I reckon the way we're playing at the moment, we're good enough to, but I still don't think we will. As we go into a training session before going into this game against Rotherham to try and turn our form round, get ourselves back onto winning ways, and hopefully get ourselves another 3 points. As you see, we do drop down another position to fourth now in the league. After at the start of the last episode, we were in second, and now dropping down to fourth isn't good enough for us. We really definitely should be doing better. But at the end of the day, we have to try and turn it around ourselves in this game, which we do try a couple of different players in the squad, like Doige, and I believe I played Amiobi and Cam for this game. Put Wiltshire and Buckley on the wings, and just basically just trying to try something different to hopefully have that little bit of change in form after these past couple of games, get ourselves on winning ways again. As we do have the first attack of the game with Amiobi giving the ball out wide to Will Buckler, who gives it to Williams, back to Buckler, passes it inside to Doige. Amiobi tries to get there, couldn't quite do so. They get the ball clear, but only as far as Olawaske, as we come straight back at Rotherham, trying to get into the box. We do so with Oluwaski whipping the ball in. It gets deflected just wide by their own defender. As we get the corner here, as Wiltshire whips the ball in straight at the defender. It comes out just past the thinger. Oh, wow. It was just an absolutely calamitous goal. It was dreadful defensive play. Terrible, terrible. And it does end up in the back of the net with Amiobi putting it in the back of the net to make it 1-0 in the 17th minute. Good play there, realistic good. It was a very, very good shot, to be honest, from Wilson. As he smashes it at the keeper, he couldn't quite deal with it as it gets deflected straight back to Amiobi. It was a very, very lucky finish, to be fair. It went between the goalkeeper's head and his hands, and it does go in the back of the net, which means we are back on winning ways at this point. We do go in 1-0 up, and that is the main thing, as we Rotherham get an attack of their own here, trying to cause another upset, and they take a sickening shot for us as it just sails over the bar. When that shot was taken, I thought it was going to end up in the back of the net, but luckily for us, it does just go over the bar, and it means the scores remain at 1-0 before we go into our next attack, trying to get ourselves comfortably in the lead with Oluwaski down this right-hand side, giving it to Will Buckler. He passes it into Amiobi, lays it off to Doidge, and what a finish from Christian Doidge. An absolutely banging finish from Doidge there. And like I say, just bent it into the keeper's near post, straight into the top corner. I don't know how we got it to go so close to the post and end up in the back of the net. It was a brilliant piece of play, a nice piece of passing, and look at that for a finish. That was an absolute... It was difficult for the keeper to save, to be honest. Even though it was at his near post, it was an absolutely perfectly executed goal there from Doidge, which does put us 2-0 up. I mean, we are further now in the lead, which is brilliant for us after losing a few points in the last couple of games. It's really the sort of game we really needed to try and push on this one. As we close the defender down there, trying to get the ball and trying to get it back, but they do come forward. We win the ball back for a momentary time as Sammy Amiobi gives the ball back away as they try and come forward again with Taylor down that right hand side, giving it to Smith, who tries to cut in against his man. He whips the ball straight across, somehow keeps the ball in. They take the shot, but luckily for us, it does hit the side netting. He did well to even get it to that point. He maybe should have hit it a bit closer or maybe got it a bit on target. But at the end of the day, you can't blame him for that at all. As they do come on another attack with John coming down that side. He whips in across, it hits the bar. And luckily for them, they get the goal, which makes it 2-1. They got very lucky not to score the cross, to be honest. It was so close to ending up in the back of the net, but luckily for us, it does end up hitting the bar and not going in. But unfortunately, after that, it was basically a tap-in for the striker. The defender probably should have done a little bit better there, but he doesn't do so, and it does mean that we do go back into contention with Rotherham, of them trying to get back onto level peggings, as we really didn't need this to happen at this point. We just needed to keep them goals in front. We didn't do so. They capitalise on that, and it does mean that they go 2-1. But that is how that game ends, and we are back on winning ways. Fair enough, we lost our first game, but we've brought it back now with our second one, getting the win. And hopefully we can carry that one on in the next episode. But that is it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.